What is going on, you beautiful people of the internet? Welcome to episode 4. I know it's been like 80 years, but we're finally at episode 4 of Can You Beat God of War Without Taking Any Damage? I don't know, but let's find out. Our story begins with us climbing up the side of a cliff, clearing away the black breath from the previous episode, and solving a puzzle, which ironically leads us to the first battle of today's episode. Now, this battle wasn't really that hard. It shouldn't really be because it's just a bunch of low-level enemies attacking me all at different times, but then they group together so that I can just hit them with one good heavy attack and absolutely demolish them, showing my epic gaming skills by destroying some pottery, and show my boy that I will always and always will be his superior. And that's my brother in the background. And I've already done this thing way too much to even bother redoing it. So then that leads us to the second battle of today's episode. Now this battle was really hard in a battle standpoint because I'm 100% on very hard mode. You know, I'm 100%. Don't listen to me. But the only hard part about this is that these are poison enemies, which they have lingering powers. Meaning that I don't even have to get hit by them. All they have to do is just send off their poison powers or whatever, and it touches me, I take damage. Which, that sucked. But then eventually, because I'm an epic gamer, I absolutely destroyed these people, and they had no chance. Not one bit of chance to win. Now, I found a strategy on how to defeat this lady, and I picked up her organs and continue on. Now this eventually leads us to the third fight of today's episode, which really wasn't entirely that hard itself either because there's not really that many enemies coming around. The only hard part was this dude right here, which was easier than I expected, you know, with rage mode. That's the reason why this was so easy. And because I'm an epic gamer. After we did that, that eventually leads us to another dude that is extremely fast. Now, just because he's fast doesn't mean he's faster than my epic gaming fingers, meaning I can do absolutely nothing and just chill out and absolutely destroy this guy. I found out what it was. He was a jogger, just a speedy version of him. You know, then we find a cave, which was, there was something weird with it. I mean, like, there was cobwebs under there. And, like, usually there are no cobwebs in a cave. Like, have you ever noticed that? It's only in the movies and games, but not, like, real life. But because I'm a strong boy, I absolutely punched a piece of wood straight in half. And then we read bedtime stories. And I went over to the front of the big old statue and found two chests and... Well, found one chest and opened them, and because I'm an epic gamer, I destroyed pottery. I punched the door in half, which was really easy for big ol' hunky boy Kratos. I told my boy to pick up a little thingy-majig over there, played with my axe, and went on to continue on. I eventually opened a door and led to another enemy, which had a very weird-looking sword. But he was really easy to kill because he had an epic-looking sword, and usually that means they are easier than they look. And because I am an epic gamer, I absolutely demolished him with no problem at all. My boy tried to kill me. And then we pressed on. And I was asking myself, you know what if I just walk up these stairs and turn around? I wonder, there's totally not going to be any enemies popping up. Whoa! How unexpected! And I absolutely demolished them. They had no chance. Not one chance whatsoever. Not one little teeny weeny beeny weeny feeny beeny bit of chance. Like, I just kick them. I axe them. I told my boy to shoot arrows at them. They had no chance.
Where to now?
Then we climb up another cliff and open a door, which then eventually leads us to the heart of the mountain.
Whoa. What?
Hallelujah. I did it. I got there. And I found this thing, and my boy, being the disappointment he is, he can't take his hands off of stuff and touches that and causes me 30 minutes of absolute torture and terror. So I got that thing for me. You know what? Totally there's going to be no enemies after this.
I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
I wonder if I touch this. Oh, wow, there are enemies over here. Wow, that was totally 100% unexpected. But you know what? It's time to take action, and I will destroy you. You have no chance against the God of War, Kratos, whatever my last name is. And you have no chance against... Oh. You know what? For this battle, let's put a damage counter up in the top right corner. And you guys can go on and watch this without me. All right. They didn't stand a chance. And you know what? I'm not even worried about what might happen because, you know, 100% this will not be a cliche moment if I walk forward an enemy. Wow, totally didn't expect that to happen. And to save you guys 30 minutes of just absolute pain and suffering of watching me fight, let me show you some highlights. I deal damage to the troll. Troll gets mad and stomps the ground. Troll gets mad and yells at us. I almost die, and then I kill the troll. Yeah. Nailed it.
Not the top.
We get to the top. We have a father and son moment. And we get into a pretty hard battle, which absolutely sucked on my part. Because instead of just a bunch of low-level enemies that in a decently spaced out area, unlike the ones in Alpine, that sucked. These are a bunch of high-level enemies in a spaced out area, but there's more of them. And which absolutely caused me pain and suffering. Now this part was the easy part. Now this is just like before pain and suffering and torment. That's the hard part. That dude right there. Because of this specific reason right here. He barely touches me and I take damage. Yeah, I know, bub. I know. So we gotta slap another damage counter up there in the top right, and I'll let you guys watch this, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Bro. Yeah, that was me in that moment. Well, now we enter the dragon, which this boy was a big old tough boy. And just like, what's his name from the other God of War game, you gotta slap his fingers to move on. Yeah, and this was the hard part about this entire episode. I'll wait till episode 5 comes out, then you guys will see pain and suffering. Woo-wee! This was a hard fight due to the many attacks that this guy has, and I forgot all the attacks, so I had no way to prepare for this. So, therefore, I wasn't ready whatsoever for this. And yeah, it sucked by a lot. Like I said beforehand, and I'll say it again, it sucked by a lot. And beforehand, like I said again. But eventually we move on to the next part, make him mad, and he throws us around like a rag doll. We eventually get to the top, and my boy says this.
Wait, boy.
It's Sindri. Can you kill something that big?
Yes. Yes, I can. Smack! 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 Whack! 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 Smack! Smack! Whack! Yeet! Woo! Yay! Painful fight. Totally didn't expect that to happen. Did you guys expect that to happen? No, you didn't. Because, I've reset like a decent amount of times on this one. Now, this part sucked because, I didn't even know he could do this. Like, just him getting up does this to me. I hated life after that. And then it happened again. And then I pressed on because I'm an absolute gamer. Gamer pro. The gamer of the century. Ain't nobody have anything on me. Because I'm 100% not in normal mode whatsoever. I defeated these guys. Batman and Gotham. Yeah, that's a good comparison, ain't it? Let's add let's compare a billionaire to a literal god of war. Let me just do that. Yeah, do that. Hey, I learned from my mistakes to start throwing at him and moving back. And I didn't take damage there. Well, I did. I don't know if I did. I can't remember. I have a script here. It's not working for me. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Am I forgiven? Because I eventually do have to restart. I'm reading my script right now. I don't think it matches up. Yep. See, am I forgiven? No. All right. Okay. But hey, eventually I did have to restart, so really none of that damage counted beforehand. But it's going out well so far. Looks like it. Absolute gamer moments. Absolute gamer. Dante, you have nothing on me, bro. Nothing. Nothing! Nothing. Not at all. Nope. Nothing. But there's always a but. There's always going to be a but. Eventually, I did win. I absolutely demolished him. He did like absolutely demolished him by doing this. My son actually came in handy for once. I'll let all you guys enjoy this glorious moment. Absolute beast. I am a beast, bro. You see that, Jackson? Yeah, I'm an absolute beast. Now, after that, Sindri, he goes and talks to us, and I yell at him for something. I can't remember. Yeah, but he gives us arrows, which Atreus, unfortunately, does not say thank you for. You disrespectful piece of junk! So then he goes on over, and he tells me about anything and everything he's got a fish in that bag somehow, some way. And eventually he tells me a little bit of secret about that dragon's teeth. If I go over to the dragon's teeth and take a chip of his tooth, then I can put it on my son's bowstring, and it becomes a very useful arrow later in the game, which, yes, it does. It really does become a useful arrow. Which, eventually after that, I'll walk over to my boy. I told him to, well, I walk over to Sindri first and show it to him, and then he gets disgusted. puts magic powder on it. Then I walk over to my boy and tell him to let me see his bowstring. And with all that said and done, wait till episode 5 comes out. See you later.